Hi, good evening. Today we'll be going over the 5 conflicts, and it is to basically go over the chapter what we learned all over this chapter. So the first 5 things that stood out to me is compromising. And when I say compromising is because you have to adjust to things that may be right or wrong, that you believe that it shouldn't be happening due to your perspective or your point of view. You have to understand a workplace or environment. 2 is disagreements. That's one of my main things I need to learn too. Is disagreements. Disagreements can reflect of conflict, of lack of interest, or causes a commotion of fighting, or causes another problem of avoiding situations. Also, 2 is comparing. Comparing is a big issue that a lot of people have at workplaces, and it's very important that people understand that you have to adjust to the rules, adjust to things that's right or wrong. Also, 2, avoiding is one of the most important things also to be understand is avoiding drama or avoiding conflict, because conflict can avoid to fighting, outbursts, or lack of interest of something that's going on that shouldn't happen. Out of the 5 characters that I had named, I feel like my main dominant is disagreement and avoiding. I feel like I can't avoid drama at work due to the fact that I have a lot of customers that like to curse at me, they like to talk to me crazy, X, Y, and Z. But like he said in the video, you have to avoid the drama and avoid what they're saying and compromise to understand like, hey, I'm at work, this is the workplace, I need to keep a professional level, X, Y, and Z. I feel like when I did my test scores were low on avoiding because I think I'm a confrontational person, and that's sad. That's not really good. I feel like I do a lot of compromising, a lot. So I feel like that was good. I had like a 50-something on that one, I believe. I really don't remember my scores, but it was really good to examine myself to understand how I am within myself and how I see things, and how a test can tell me who I am without even telling me who I am. Also, too, by me watching the video of the gift, the main 2 things that stuck out to me is when she said her daughter was driving, and she noticed that people did not have helmets on the motorcycle. She even told her daughter and was like, hey, Mom, they don't have helmets on. That's very dangerous, very unsafe. You know what I'm saying? Anything can happen. But what tripped me out was when she said, Mom, maybe they're all driving to go get the helmets. It really stood out to me because it's like she took a negative situation and made it positive, because she compromised and said, you know what, to avoid the negativity, let me just think positive about it, because you never know. They're probably going to go get the helmet. So that was very smart of her to say that. That was very open-minded, very outgoing, because that's something that I never seen really kids say that at 13. So that really brought out to me. Also, too, how she said about her boss, about how her boss was being an a-hole, and that she felt like she just text her boss and let her boss know how she felt. But then when her supervisor told her, hey, go tell your boss you apologize, I like how the boss did not take the negativity and avoid the conflict, was like, compromise, was like, next time if I'm acting like that, come and tell me. Suggest me on how it's feeling or how a situation could be. You feel me? And that really outgoing and really made me open to look at that. Also, too, so this chapter really taught me a lot about outgoing, of being yourself truly, and to avoid conflict. A situation happened to me at work where I had a guest get mad at me because they asked me, why do I have to wear bowling shoes? I told the guest the bowling shoes are required due to the fact that you can get injured or hurt, and we are not liable if you are not wearing bowling shoes. We cannot let anyone bowl without bowling shoes. The guest said, I don't give a F, I'm not wearing bowling shoes. So I told them to pay for bowling shoes. They paid for the bowling shoes. Remind you, the guest did not put the bowling shoes on. I went to the guest and said, hey, ma'am, unfortunately, you got to put your bowling shoes on because it's a safety requirement. She said, okay, put the bowling shoes on. She never put the bowling shoes on. So I had to cut her lane off and explain to her again, hey, ma'am, I'm cutting your lane off due to the fact you are not wearing your bowling shoes, and I told you multiple times that you have to put your bowling shoes on. Oh. I did not avoid the conflict. I feel like I engaged it even more because it was a situation where I did not avoid conflict. I felt like I explained it to the guest multiple times. The guest was ignoring me. And I feel like from now on, for me reading this conflict thing, I need to look at things more on a better pedestal of understanding, like, hey, be a bigger person, just avoid conflict, avoid any situation where it causes you to get into with someone, X, Y, and Z. So yes, this chapter taught me a lot about conflict, and everyone, please stay tuned. Thank you.